Hello everyone, Toby's here, and in this video I will try to show you 10 steps to maximize your total attributes. Total attributes, if you win 2 or 3 of them, it helps you a lot in PvP. So as you can see, these are my total attributes, and for my core power, these are considered very high. So I will show you 10 things that I've done to maximize these stats. And for example, if you win might, you gain up to 30% more attack, and magic attack as well, health and attack speed and so on. So let's see. For example, here in PvP, let me show you the impact of winning the stats. So in this replay, this is against 10 million. You can see here I won barely the might and command. Oh my god, what is this? 1 billion damage snipers. Love to see it. But yeah, because he is 10 million, with higher core power comes higher stats from the temple and so on. But winning 2 stats is good enough for me. I see another one against this player. You can see here I won 2 stats as well. And also for the might, negating his bonus attack up to only 8.5. Let's see here. I won 1 stat here. That's the kind of thing you want to think about. You want to try to, based on how many fights you play, you try to focus on which stats you want to win and which stats is heavily contested and so on. This guy completely ditched the stamina, that's why he won 3 stats. It's good for him. And let's see, we have king here. He won 2 stats as well. So that's what you're trying to do. You want to try to win 2 stats minimum. You know, you don't want to lose all stats. It's gonna put you at a disadvantage. Red Panda 10 million. I won 2 stats. That's the idea here. And we have magic 9.2 million. I won 3 stats here. And this guy won 3 stats. And magic again. Okay, so you get the idea. So let me show you the steps. Step number 1 is the hero's gears, equipment basically, which you're gonna craft here. You're gonna craft the equipment you want and so on. For example, you want to try to craft and so on until you get flawless. We all know this, but let me show you. I'm gonna categorize the hero's gears into 2 categories: essential, which are I'm using them for what they give basically, and basically fillers. Fillers are just for the stats. So let me just give you a brief tour of my heroes. Let's see here, Rufio. These are all essential, but you know, I'm using them because I need to use them, and they all serve like the stats that I look for, which is stamina and might and command. You can see here, like it gives 18, 7, 25, 8 and so on. So we have here fillers. These are all fillers. I'm using them because of the stats. I'm not even using the hero. So one of the trinkets that I like to use is this one. It gives 12, 10 and 4. There are other options, like if you want to try to win command and stamina, for example, you can go for hand of, what is it called? Hand of wisdom, I think, or something. Yeah, hand of wisdom. It gives 15, 11. But for me, you know, I try to focus on might and stamina. So this gives a lot, like 26 of the stats that I want. And this helmet also, the goggles, I like it. 11, 11, 9. That's what, 31 stats of what I like. You can, like, if you want to focus on might, you can go for this one. It gives 18, 9, but I don't like the magic. So that's why I focus on the goggles. This staff gives 2, 8, 8 from the stat that I like. And you don't need to go flawless on this one, because if you make it flawless, it's going to give you only magic, basically. So that's why, for me, this is considered flawless. And let's move on. Same thing. This is a secondary staff. If I don't have from this one to recast it, I use this one, which gives 7 and 11. It's also not too bad. Same thing. This is fillers. This is all essentials. These are gears that I'm actually using, and these are all essentials as well. All right, and we have here mainly fillers. These are all fillers. This is a hero I'm not using. These are all fillers as well. I'm not using this hero. So all essential. You know, I could replace this helmet with the goggles. It's not really, doesn't really give a lot of the stats that I like, but nevertheless, I mean, healing bonus applied to surrounding, maybe it does something, you know, that's why I'm keeping it. This is all mixed. I have some fillers and some essentials here. These are essential trinkets. and this one is essential as well. I'm forced to use it because I'm using these two trinkets. This is filler, 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 so it's a mix here. This is all fillers as well. This is also fillers. You can see here as well, I used like a legendary, what is this called, cape cloak. So I used the legendary one, I recasted it to become a divine, but because you see the necromancer's cloaks, they only give magic, so that's why the two stamina could do something, you know. I'm trying to maximize, that's the idea here. Even the tomb, I went to, this is an epic, I recasted it to become legendary just for the 8 stamina. I'm trying to maximize the stamina. I could replace it to 8 command, but you know, I try to focus on stamina more, that's why. And the rest are just fillers as well. This is similar to the Denji trinket. It gives actually more, 13, 4, 11. The other one gives what, 10, 4, 12. So it gives 1 extra. But obviously I don't have enough of this from the boxes. And fillers, by now you get the idea. These are all essentials. You get the idea. You want every hero to have the gears that, you know, either you want to use them, that they give you something that you want to use, or you just fill them with the most stat that you're trying to build. That's the idea here. So in order to craft all the gear that you want, you obviously need to farm honor, but honestly you don't need a lot of honor. If you can see, my total honor is actually, it's only to what, 248 million. It's not a lot, considering I've been playing for 3 years. This is not a lot, and honestly you don't need more, like unless you want to craft many different sets, like you want to craft for example a set for stamina and might, or you know, stamina and command, or command and might, and so on. But for me, this is enough. I'm trying, you know, I usually, as I showed you, I win 2-3 stars sometimes. It's good enough. But let me show you all the steps to fully maximize everything you can do. Like if something you can do it, you should do it. If you cannot, you know, that's a different story. So step number 2 is actually the research. Let me show you. So we have research tier 3. Some of them you will do by default. For heroes, like let's say tier 3 gives you might for general and sage, and then we have tier 6 also is gonna give you stamina for sage and general 4, and tier 9 it's gonna give you magic general, tier 12 as well, it's gonna give you command. But the one that gives you, you know, the big one is tier 14. A lot of people missing this one. Tier 14 is gonna give 3 from all stats to each single general, each single sage, so you know it's gonna add up. So I have 3 tier 14s. I am actually missing only 1 tier 14, which is from the mages. Mages are missing a lot of research, so one day I will work for it. But right now, you know, there are some more important things. I was working on all the tier 14s, but then they introduced the new research. Obviously, I am trying to work on this one. It's super important. So step number 3 is actually heroes stat cards. So we have, for example, here, let me show you. What you want to do is, where are the stats? For example, might. Okay, so if I want to use it, you can see all my heroes are you know, not just filled, they are actually boosted minimum, I think 4 times minimum. Yeah, like this maximum is 50, 54, maximum 15, 19, and so on. So I distribute the boosting equally on all of them. Some of them I went 5 times, for example Jax, because I could have afford, and here also Nora and Bazrik. But yeah, that's the idea. So you want to distribute them equally. You don't want to, you know, go 5 on 1 and the rest you didn't even boost them 1 time. So you want to, because the more you boost, the more cards it will require. For example, let me show you. So heroes, let's see on Rufio for example. So if I want to boost, now it needs 160. Each card gives you 2. So it's becoming harder. And same thing goes on magic, you know, 160, command 160. I'm close to boost this one. And that's the idea. You want to boost all the heroes stats equally, distribute them all, so you get the maximum you can get basically with what you have. Step number 4 is hero mastery. We showed this one before in the hero mastery video. If you missed it, I actually highlighted how important is the hero mastery. It's basically tier 1. So tier 1 here gives you command of all heroes, and tier 7. So you want to reach those as soon as possible to boost your stats as much as possible. One of them gives, I think, what is it called? The divine one gives on tier 5 as well. It's the only exceptional one, only the divine. But yeah, pay attention on everything that gives stat and maximize it basically. Step number 5 is the dragon growth. I showed this in my very first video. So we have here, if you missed it, go check it out. We have dragon growth here given 19, 14, 16, 11. Step number 6 is actual heroes' abilities. Some heroes actually, try to read their abilities. For example, let me show you. I think Nora abilities. So here she have an ability that gives bonus 55 might. That's why those kind of abilities you want to boost them 10 out of 9. So I think also Denji, let me try to look here also. See, powerful physiques 55. Check out all your heroes, double check, maybe some of them you missed. Like I have some of them that I missed but I don't really care about because it's magic. For example here, Tomb of Wisdom, yeah, this one increase magic by 10. But I don't care about magic, she's not even level 60 or 70. And yeah, take a look at all your heroes' abilities, read them. Some of them give, this one also gives, I think, magic here, yeah, gifted mage, 45 magic. If there is something that makes it 10 out of 9, you should look for it, and so on. And step number 7 is the temple. This is the most difficult one, and this is what gives the edge for the mega whales, because most of us, we cannot reach higher than, temples 7 or something. But you can see here, for example, this one, let's see, this one I think. Yeah, see, this one also increase the might and magic of your dragon by 10. Even dragon stats adds up to the total attributes. Also here, increase magic of your dragon by 20, command, and so on. Some of them, tier 9, for example, increase stamina 25, but some of them we cannot reach them. This one would be good, increase might and command of all general heroes by 10, but it's out of my league, to be honest, and of many other people. But yeah, that's one of the steps to increase your stats. Step number 8 is the artifacts. That's why we try to level all the artifacts, even the artifacts that they are not really important, but they actually give stats. For example, here, let's see one of them that I don't have at 5 stars. I think let's say the mirror. I know I was planning to level this one just to get one more might and one more but I'm waiting to see what's the next pay to win artifact. If it's not good or it gives a lot of magic or something, I might go for this one just to get the 2 and 1. I'm trying to get everything I can get from the stats. Step number 9 is actually the hero's skins. That's why, Wheel of Fortune is one of the things that people try to, get all the skins, because skins give attributes. For example, here 5 command, 5 might, and so on. So 10 magic. You get the idea. 10 magic. But yeah, you want to try to get all the skins. For me, I like to get the skins that give stats more than the one that gives, total HP or something. Even though it's better, but I like to win stats. This is one of my advantages with going in PvP. And the last step is actually the Draconic, which is by default. I think a lot of people finished it already, which is here, this one. So it's gonna give 10 on each tree. So yeah, this is one of the things that you want to try to focus on. Try to maximize every stat that you can get. When it comes to recasting, for example here, you can see the things that I did not recast, and only recast that when it comes to guarantee 100%, only recast the things that you cannot craft basically. So I'm pending to recast these two, and you can see I kept them recasted until the last one because it's very low rates. But while I have points, I try to recast the things that one of the good gears to do is on this staff. Where is it? This one. But you can see all of them I already made them to this point because this staff is good. It gives a lot of stats. And once my bar here fills, I will probably recast either this or this. This one I'm not recasting, it gives magic. But yeah, that's the idea. So basically craft everything you can craft flawless with the stat that you are looking for, and then recast the things that you cannot craft, which is you know, things from the dragon set or Clash of Fate set, or from the events that you don't think you will win, and so on. So yeah guys, this is the idea. Try to maximize your stats, which will help you win in PvP. And this should do it for the video. Until next time, see ya.